Hello, hello, Gemini. Welcome to your July 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Gemini. And before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, you will get more readings from me, more good stuff. Make sure you sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description box. You get a free dealing with family meditation to help get them out of your space. I know many people need that, and you get a weekly reading from me sent to your inbox. They're magical, people love them, and you should take advantage. So go sign up for that. And check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing if you would like more card pulls, more goodies, more exciting stuff, and some behind the scenes from me. And without further ado, I'm going to lay this out, then we will get started. Okay, first things first, let's read oracle cards. Ungrateful daughter and earthly mother. This is interesting. So I'm actually getting that this is an internal experience that you're having. This doesn't actually have anything to do with the people in your space. This has to do with manifestation. This has to do with gratitude as a frequency. This has to do with the energetics of, are you appreciating the things that are coming into your space? Like, how are you responding to your environment, to the earthly mother? How are you responding to the materialization of whatever's happening for you? That's going to give you a lot of data. So don't rule anything out. Don't toss that out. Just investigate, because you might find that you're holding something that is coming across energetically as ungrateful. Or you might find that there's some pockets that you need to kind of uncover. And then we have share. Interesting, because this is also like the reciprocation, energetic flow, abundance, more than enough. That's the sharing energy that's coming off of here, and that also is a source of gratitude. Like, there's gratitude, reciprocation, all coming up here. And then we have mobilize, inspire others to action, find the will to get it done, don't wait for your tribe, create it. So go, go, go. In July, this is definitely an action-packed month for you, since the mobilize card is here. And it doesn't have to be anything related to something new. It's more about finding what inspires you to act, like really tapping into that and then utilizing those cues. Let's look at the central energy for you this month. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is initiation. This is a new endeavors card, but I want to be really clear that you may have already had the insight or the download or the intuitive hit to take action on something. This could already be something that you have a general skeleton or outline of, and July is just the month that you're taking action and initiating on that. Okay, so that's what's coming up here with the Page of Pentacles. It's going to be interesting because this does look like something career, work, or project focused. Something that you're actually building or creating in your life. This is not a deeply emotional card. This isn't something that I'm getting is necessarily about a lot of emotional processing. It has more to do with conjuring up inspiration. Notice I'm not using motivation. Don't depend on motivation in order to start. That's a trap. Instead, focus on inspiration more. Act from that space. What you have shifting out is the Hanged Man. This is stagnation. This is that retrograde energy that we've been in for some time. And don't forget, the Mercury is still going to be retrograde until the 12th, I believe, of July. So it may still be a little bit bogged down in the beginning of the month, and that's okay, but it's shifting out. The farther you get into July, the faster things are going to be moving. So you have that to look forward to. The Hanged Man is just reminding you, if you have been experiencing stagnation, it's not permanent. Then these two cards here are what's surrounding you in July. We have Temperance, Balance, Equilibrium. Let me pull the other one to get a clear idea of what's happening. Six of Wands, full steam ahead, go, go, go. As I mentioned, this is a very active month energetically. So the Temperance card is highlighting the energetics of what you're building in the astral, the intentions that you're setting, the ways that you're moving forward. The Six of Wands has more to do with just doing it, like just taking action, moving towards your goals or your intentions with confidence, with aligned energy. Like even if the outcome is different than what I think it will be or what I'm imagining, I know that it's still going to work out in my favor. Acting from that space. And then to clarify these, we have the Ten of Swords. So you actually have to release we can call it energy, but I would also say beliefs. You have to release the beliefs that are going to prevent you from taking action, because there's always going to be 60,000 reasons why you shouldn't initiate, why you shouldn't advance, why you shouldn't move forward. The Six of Wands in the Temperance card, it actually looks like your nest. So the environment is conducive to you being in a harmonious relationship with give and take, action, your flow state. There's a really healthy relationship between these two cards. And it's also like your environment is calling for you to act. Your environment is saying, yes, yes, yes. So know that regardless of circumstance, you want to act where you can. And the best way to build momentum is to act first. You have to mobilize. It's like you want to start, like pushing a boulder might feel really hard in the beginning, but then it really starts picking up steam. So there are all sorts of different mind tricks that you can play with yourself, right? Like one that I like is, okay, we'll just do 5 minutes, like set a timer for 5 minutes. If you want to keep working on the project or you want to keep giving that energy for longer than 5 minutes, you can, or you can stop. But giving yourself permission to simply get started and just initiate a little bit, create a little bit of movement and see what happens. So the Ten of Swords is highlighting all of the thought forms that are saying, oh, that's a waste of time. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't give that energy. It's the naysayer, the critic internally. And that is what you have to confront. You have to confront this element in order to kind of break open everything else. So the Six of Wands is just saying, go for it. Yes, yes, yes. This is a very strong yes card. And Temperance is highlighting that you, one, will be able to have a solid balance, right? On flow state, rest, work, whatever that looks like for you. And it also is like, this is kind of the gold standard for acting from, for many people. The Temperance is a flow state of things being really easy and kind of knowing what does and does not work. So perhaps this month is going to highlight what does and doesn't work for you taking action. What feels really good to you? Does your mind get in the way of you taking action on things? It's just a very action-oriented month because you're moving out of stagnation, you're moving out of a plateau. That is changing in July. So the plateau is done and over with. Now you're moving into momentum, you're moving into transcending the mind and coming into great inspiration, even if you don't know how things are going to pan out. The oncoming energy is the Queen of Cups. Let me clarify this. Some of you, this might be a person, or this might be just greater availability or accessibility to your own nurturing parts of yourself. To clarify, we have the Son of Pentacles. So this is equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting that there's a deep need for you to have stability in your work in order for there to be stability in your emotions is the main thing that I'm getting. And by stable, I do not mean that your emotions should be at a plateau or that they should not be a full spectrum of emotions, but think more in terms of emotionally processing, permission to be vulnerable, permission to permission to access this part of yourself. That's what I mean by stability, right? Because if you're in hustle, grind, I don't have time for anything else, I'm overworking, or I'm so burnt out I can't move, those extreme states don't actually allow very much room for emotional processing. As you develop this part of yourself where you're really getting clear on what works for you, what inspires you, because this third eye reference with the light coming through, this is a reference to inspiration to me, as I mentioned. Acting from inspiration, not force. Acting from this feels good, or this is challenging me, or this is actually where I'm getting instructed to take action from. That's actually going to serve you better than trying to will yourself and force yourself to do something. And then we're going to clarify, or I'm sorry, not clarify, we're going to do a 3-card pick. So you're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, whatever it is that you need. If you need more time, pause the video. Card number 1. Justice, balance. Look at balance. Look at both sides. Look at nuance. That is really going to help you. And if you can kind of break out of a mental echo chamber of any kind, or repetitive thoughts or anything like that, that's really going to serve you. This is about looking at all the different pieces and parts, looking at all the different nuances of it, and not getting trapped into like good, bad, bust out of black and white thinking. Stay away from demonization. That's a strong message that's coming through, is do not demonize something that you're judging as not being good. Try to reel that in right now. There's something important about that. So watch yourself. Card number 2, we have the Chariot. Okay, so this is like there's some movement in karma. It's interesting, karma has been coming up a lot this month for many signs, and so for you that might be extra true, even though it wasn't a dominant force in your reading overall. But the Chariot is kind of like your soul's growth, your soul's evolution. It's pushing you, it's encouraging you to move in the right direction. So allow yourself to go there, allow your heart and your spirit to kind of be the compass this month, and just follow that piece and see where it takes you. And then card number 3, we have the 3 of Swords. This is a big fat no. Let it go. You need to cut something out or make space, or actually go through the grief process first before anything else will surface or get clear. So without the grief, without the release, without the empty space, it looks like there's going to be a bit more of a gridlock or rigidity around whatever you're dealing with. So you have to experience the pain first in order for that to shift, and then things will clear up. But you can't ignore this, otherwise it will just stay on your to-do list forever, and it will take up space. And mental energy. Don't forget that. And you need that mental energy of yours. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing and sign up for my newsletter. More good things to come. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful July, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.